congratulations on being the star of the week. Just tell us a little bit about your game during this really kind of 2.5 week run where you've been really steady. Anything feel different, or why is it going right?
I mean, I think it's a team effort. I mean, like we keep talking about, we've made a conscious effort to kind of pay more attention to the defensive details in our game, and I think that's translated into some good defensive showings as of late.
Yeah, with your success, I mean, the blue line's been, injury prone, and there's a lot of big injuries. Has that in any way kind of impacted the way you play? Meaning that you perhaps kind of pick up the slack in some way when you have to kind of deal with injuries and new guys coming in?
I mean, I think everyone kind of has to pick up the slack, and it's an opportunity for new guys to step up every night, and I think that's what we've been getting. When guys been playing 25 minutes, goes down in the first period there the other night, and in Winnipeg we had 5 guys step up on the blue line that night, but we also needed some help from our forwards. I mean, that was a big, meaty forward group in Winnipeg, and that was a really gutsy game by our other 5 defensemen that night after Davey went down.
Is there anything in your game that kind of changed throughout this season, like contrast the beginning to now?
I think it's more just a confidence thing. I mean, you never really lose the technical side of it. It's just when you get that confidence rolling and you start to feel good and being able to play a little bit more consistently, you just kind of get in a groove a little bit, and you get to carry that forward when you're kind of on that roll.
Is this the best you felt as a member of the Edmonton Oilers?
This might be the best I felt in my career so far. So as far as even last year when I was playing that stretch when Hank went down, and I think that I'm more comfortable and more confident now than I even was then.
The team in front of you, are you noticing a change in how they're playing, which is adding to your confidence?
Definitely. I think for a little while there we were maybe getting beat on a little more odd man rushes than we would have liked, and I think that was one of the things that we addressed, and we've been doing a great job of keeping a third man high in the offensive zone and not giving up those odd man rushes, and we've been really pushing back hard. Our D are able to gap up a little bit easier, and it really limits the amount of quality scoring chances that the opposition gets, and I just can't say enough good things about the guys really making a conscious effort to turn that around.
Cam, the narrative coming into this season was you were looking to seize an opportunity to prove that you could be a #1 goaltender. I know there's still some season left, but how has that kind of journey for you panned out so far?
I mean, like I said, now I feel more comfortable and confident than I ever have, and I think that I'm really coming into my own playing-wise, and I think that over the last little while, I think I've proven that I can handle a #1 workload and be a #1 goalie in this league.
Early in the season, remember you had that Calgary game where you limited that one later, and it kind of sunk for a stretch. Sorry to bring that up.
Okay.
What was that like for you? What was going on at that point?
I mean, again, that just goes back to a confidence thing. I was maybe doing a little bit too much or trying to do too much when things weren't going well for myself and putting myself in bad positions, and that's when some of those squeakers start to roll in. And it happened for a few games there, but I was able to work with Schwartzy for a couple weeks there, and just really try to tighten things up. And I think that I've been pretty comfortable and solid ever since then.
When Nielsen was in there for a long stretch too, and you weren't even getting any games. Were you wondering like, what's my future here? What's going on?
I mean, it's always going to cross your mind when you're not playing, but at the same time, you have to kind of put that on the back burner and go out there and continue to work hard, and that's what I did, and that's what I've always done, and just keep trying to improve and get better, and be ready for when I get the next opportunity, and I think that I did that.
Is there something in the team's mentality lately with some of the 2-1 games where it's been like, oh, that's how you win those types of games?
Yeah, I think that's been a big point of emphasis for us, is closing out those games when we have a lead going into the third period. And I mean, we've been doing a great job of it as of late, and I mean, you can see it's like playoff type atmosphere and playoff type hockey, and I think that's what we need to continue to do to build on those and continue to work for the future. And I think that if we can continue to keep winning games like this now, it's going to translate into next year and hopefully into those playoff games in the future.
The goals against are way down lately, but the shots against are still pretty high. There's a lot of volume, but fewer the backdoor tap-ins or the odd man rushes?
Exactly. I think, like I said, that's what we made a conscious effort to kind of minimize, because that's where we were getting beat a lot. It wasn't so much of the in-zone play. We can kind of sort it out and figure it out from there, but it was those backdoor tap-ins that were really being our Achilles heel for a while there. So it's, like you said, it's a lot more volume shooting, but we're doing a better job of keeping them to the outside and limiting those second and third opportunities in front.